Believers are treated like second-class citizens. At a press conference of the former Unification Church Family Federation, Chairman Tomohiro Tanaka revealed a number of discriminatory victimization situations. Hello everyone. Today, I would like to share with you the situation of discriminatory damage against believers that was revealed at a press conference by Tomohiro Tanaka, President of the Family Federation for World Peace and Unification, on November 7, 2023. In response to a question from Asahi Shimbun's reporter Sasayama, Chairman Tanaka responded as follows. Since the incident involving former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, we have been experiencing a truly difficult situation. For example, there is a young man who was forced to quit his job because he was in a photo reported in the media. A church-related student who graduated from a Korean university had his offer of employment cancelled. There have been cases where children have become so stressed out that they are unable to go to school due to teachers criticizing the Family Federation endlessly in social studies classes. There were some test questions whose answers led to conclusions that slandered the Family Federation. As a result of media reports, young people who were under excessive stress attempted suicide, and some committed suicide. Some people have actually gotten divorced because their husbands forced them to choose between quitting the church and getting a divorce, and others have finally had their lives saved by going to the police. Of course, there are many stories of people having their belongings disposed of by their relatives. Speaking of Family Federation employees, some of them are confused because their contract for the apartment they live in has been terminated and they are unable to find a new apartment using the Family Federation name. There are some hospitals where people are refused treatment because they see Family Federation written on their insurance card. There have been cases where local churches and businesses run by believers have refused to sign real estate contracts. There are many cases where public facilities have been refused use all over the country. What has become difficult is that banking transactions have been stopped. When we hold a ceremony at this church headquarters, we use a lot of flowers and a lot of catered lunch boxes, but we were sometimes refused such services. There has been a notice from above that prohibits the sale of certain famous brand cars to our church nationwide, so it is no longer possible to buy cars at any of our branches. Church facilities were painted with graffiti, and public meetings were disrupted by street propaganda trucks arriving during busy hours. There have been over 20,000 cases of harassment, threatening phone calls, death threats, and all sorts of other things at the church. Once the number exceeded 20,000, we stopped counting. There were many other incidents, such as knives being sent to us and suspicious items being sent to us. The thing that hurts the most is that our church's teachings are to live for the sake of others, or to love the community, and strive to hone one's character while doing service activities. However, this service itself is currently facing a difficult situation. For a long time, the children had been involved in a flower bed making campaign, which was allowed by a certain government, but suddenly the government stopped it because they were children of the Family Federation. Then, the children were told to take home the flowers they had planted, and the children tearfully pulled out the flowers and went home. This is actually happening. The media is saying, even if the Family Federation receives a request for a dissolution order, it will only mean that it loses preferential tax treatment, and there will be no problem in continuing to practice faith. This has been the case even before the request for a dissolution order was issued. Therefore, it goes without saying that it is a clear fact that if a request for a dissolution order is discussed or a dissolution order is issued, the faith itself will become difficult. In some governments, people are treated as if they were citizens. Considering the current situation, we are now focusing on how we can protect these believers at all costs. Members of the Family Federation normally abide by the law, pay taxes normally, love their families, and live their lives valuing small acts of service. In particular, children are the leaders of the future and are an important treasure for both our church and Japan. I sincerely hope that you will listen to the voices of the faithful, recognizing that it is we who must protect these children. Thank you for your viewing. Please subscribe to the channel.